and the writing is on the wall for National Police Commissioner Khehla Sitole. He was given until Tuesday this week to give President Cyril Ramaphosa reasons why he should not be suspended. Well, Sitole has written back to Ramaphosa, now paving the way for a decision on the police commissioner's future. The impending suspension is also given credence by a letter seen by Newzroom Afrika from Police Minister Khehla to Sitole, in which approval for a trip to Germany was withdrawn. Khehla had approved that trip 2 days earlier. In that letter sent to Sitole yesterday, Khehla cites the upcoming elections, the killing of police officers, and the July civil unrest as reasons for the decision. Sitole's woes came after the High Court in Pretoria found that he breached his duties when he sought to stall an IPID investigation into the controversial procurement of a grabber surveillance machine at inflated prices. It's understood the President is expected to make a decision in the coming days. All right, for more on the story now, joining us in studio is our politics editor, Ngalwa. Sbu, thanks for coming in this morning so early. And it's been a long time coming, hasn't it?
No, surely, Michelle. Obviously, there was that adverse finding by the High Court in Pretoria. I think it was in February, where Judge Davis there found that Sitole had breached his duties. Now, just for the benefit of the viewers, Michelle, this goes back to 2017, just a month before the ANC's elective conference, where there was a meeting that took place in Pretoria, which Sitole was part of, where a deal was discussed to buy a surveillance machine called the Grabber. But from what we understand, it was to be bought at inflated prices. Now, the Independent Police Investigative Directorate is empowered by the law to investigate wrongdoing within the police. Now, they had wanted to investigate this, but they were stalled by Sitole and 2 of his deputies. Now, the court had found that the stalling by Sitole was intended to actually block the IPID from investigating, in the effect of that was that he had failed in his duties because he is, in terms of the law, he was supposed to have handed over the required documentation. So I guess this process where we are now is actually probably the culmination of that. After that adverse finding by the High Court, he appealed. He asked for leave to appeal in that very court, and the court denied him that. Then he went to the Supreme Court of Appeals, which also dismissed his application in July. Now, that then meant that it's only a matter of time before the President starts the process to get Sitole to give reasons why he should not be suspended. Now, we understand that on Tuesday he did write back to the President after the expiry of that 14-day period he had been given to write. Now, obviously, that then gives the President probably a few more days or a day. It can be tomorrow, it can be any other time, for him to decide what happens next.
It sounds like the letter sent by the President requesting these reasons why he shouldn't be suspended, it sounds like the President is just going through the procedural issues insofar as suspending someone in his position is concerned. Given the evidence before us, can we safely say that the writing is very clearly on the wall?
I think it is, Ms. Heron. It is safe to say that I think there's no way out, basically, because you have a High Court making such findings against the top administrator in the police.
It's damning.
Exactly. And secondly, so from procedurally, the President can't just suspend him. He has to give him that period where he says you must give reasons why you should not be. I cannot think of any reason that anyone, Michelle, can come up with which would basically save his skin. So it's only a formality, so to speak, for the Commissioner to write back to the President and the President to announce the way forward. And also, I guess that also explains why his trip to Germany, which was meant to take place this Saturday, actually, which had been approved merely on Monday, and then 2 days later, suddenly the police minister withdraws the authorization of that very trip, which gives indication that perhaps it would not have made sense for him to travel when there is a pending decision.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a big developing story that we're tracking. Ngalwa, thanks very much for coming into studio. Indeed, our politics editor there tracking that big story for us insofar as the suspension of Police Commissioner Khehla Sitole is concerned.